Welcome students, grade 9 students. This is the second part of polynomials. Before we will go to the new topics, let us recall the previous topics. In the previous session, we learned about polynomials, types of polynomials, terms, coefficients, etc. Now we are going to see the new topic, zeros of a polynomial. Finding a zero of a polynomial is the same as solving the equation. It's nothing but solving the equation. Now I am going to explain with one example. Find a zero of the polynomial p of x is equal to 2x plus 1. So the given polynomial is p of x equal to 2x plus 1. See the solution. Let p of x equal to 0. So what is p of x? 2x plus 1. So 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. 2x is equal to plus 1 come to this side, minus 1. X equal to multiplication 2 come to this side, division. So x equal to minus 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2 is a zero of the polynomial 2x plus 1. That's all. Now we will go to the exercise 2.2. Here we have 4 types of sums are there. In each type, 1 or 2 sums I am going to explain. Do the remaining sums as homework. First question. Find the value of the polynomial 5x minus 4x squared plus 3 at x equal to 0, x equal to minus 1 and x equal to 2. See the solution. Take the given polynomial as p of x. So p of x is equal to 5x minus 4x squared plus 3. Now we want to find x equal to 0. What is the value when substitute x equal to 0 in the given polynomial? So putting x equal to 0, we get p of 0. The meaning is wherever x is there, you just replace the x as 0. So 5x. So instead of x, we'll put 0. So 5 into 0 minus 4x squared. Here minus 4 into x value is 0. So 0 squared plus 3. So here plus 3. Now 5 into 0, 0. 0 square, 0. 0 into 4, 0. Plus 3. So here 0, here 0. We just leave it. Here 3, which is equal to 3. Next, x equal to minus 1. Putting x equal to minus 1, we get p of minus 1 is equal to 5 into minus 1 minus 4 into minus 1 square plus 3. 5 into minus 1 minus 5. Here minus 1 the whole square. Minus 1 the whole square is equal to 1 plus 1. So plus 1 into minus 4 plus 3. So here we have 2 negative numbers and 1 positive number. First we should add 2 negative numbers, that is minus 5 minus 4, which is equal to minus 9. Minus 9 plus 3 is equal to minus 6. Next, x equal to 2. So putting x equal to 2, we get p of 2 is equal to 5 into 2 minus 4 into 2 square plus 3. 5 into 2, 10. 2 square, 2 squared 4. So 4 into 4, 16 plus 3. So 10 minus 16 plus 3. Here we have 2 positive and 1 negative. So add 2 positive, 10 plus 3, 13. 13 minus 16 is equal to minus 3. Next, second question. Find P of 0, comma P of 1 and P of 2 for each of the following polynomials. So here they are given 4 polynomials. We want to find P of 0, P of 1 and P of 2. So replace that variable as 0, 1 and 2 and find the answer. That is the meaning. Now I am going to explain second polynomial, second sum. P of t is equal to 2 plus t plus 2t squared minus t cube. So first P of 0, no, so that's why putting t equal to 0, we get P of 0 is equal to 2 plus 0 plus 2 into 0 squared minus 0 cube. So here this term 0, this term 0 and this term 0. Only we will get 2. So which is equal to 2. Putting t is equal to 1. Why? Because here we want to find P of 1. So putting t is equal to 1. We get P of 1 is equal to 2 plus 1 plus 2 into 1 square minus 1 cube. 2 plus 1 plus 1 square, that is 1. 1 into 2, 2 minus 1 cube, 1. So 2 plus 1 plus 2, which is equal to 5. 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. Next, putting t is equal to 2. Why? Because they are asking P of 2. So putting t is equal to 2, we get P of 2 is equal to 2 plus 2 plus 2 into 2 squared minus 2 cube. That is 2 plus 2 plus 2 squared, here 4. 4 into 2, 8 minus 2 cube. 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8. So here plus 8 minus 8 will get cancelled. So 2 plus 2, which is equal to 4. Next, third question. Verify whether the following are zeros of the polynomial indicated against them. Here, in each sum, they are given one polynomial. Near that, they are given the value of the variable. See here, see the first sum. P of x equal to 3x plus 1 is a polynomial. Here x equal to minus 1 by 3. One value is given. So substitute this value in this polynomial and check whether the answer of the polynomial is 0 or not. If the answer of the polynomial is 0, then the given value is the solution of that polynomial. Otherwise, that is not a solution of the polynomial. Now I am going to explain 6th and 7th sum. Do the remaining sums as homework. See the 6th sum. P of x equal to Lx plus m, where x equal to minus m by L. Minus m by L. Now what we want to do? So substitute the x value in this polynomial, that is minus m by L. You have to substitute in this and check the answer. So putting x equal to minus m by L, we get P of minus m by L is equal to Lx plus m, correct? So L into x value is m by L. So L into minus m by L plus m. So L get cancelled. So the here remaining is minus m plus m. So the minus m plus m is equal to 0. Here P of minus m by L is equal to 0. Hence x equal to minus m by L is a solution of P of x equal to Lx plus m. Here we got the answer is 0. That's why P of minus m by L is equal to 0. Hence, x equal to minus m by L is a solution of P of x. Next is 7th sum. P of x equal to 3x squared minus 1, where x equal to minus 1 by root 3, comma 2 by root 3. Here they are given two values for the variable. So we want to substitute each value in the given polynomial and find out which value is the solution of the polynomial. First one, putting x equal to minus 1 by root 3, we get P of minus 1 by root 3 is equal to 3x squared minus 1. So 3 into minus 1 by root 3 the whole squared minus 1. Here 3 into minus squared plus 1 squared 1 root 3 squared, which is equal to 3. So 3 into 1 by 3 minus 1. Here 3 get cancelled. So the answer is 1. 1 minus 1 is equal to 0. Here P of minus 1 by 3 is equal to 0. Hence x equal to minus 1 by 3 is a solution of P of x equal to 3x squared minus 1. Next we want to substitute the second value which is given. So putting x equal to 2 by root 3, we get P of 2 by root 3 is equal to 3 into 2 by root 3 whole squared minus 1 is equal to, so 3 into 2 squared 4 root 3 the whole square 3 minus 1. So 3 get cancelled. Here the answer is 4. So 4 minus 1 is equal to 3. Here P of 2 by root 3 is not equal to 0. Hence x equal to 2 by root 3 is not a solution of P of x equal to 3x squared minus 1. Next, fourth question. Find the 0 of the polynomial in each of the following cases. 0 of the polynomial means finding the solution of the equation, that is solving the equation. Here I am going to explain third sum and sixth sum. Do the remaining sums as homework. Third sum, P of x equal to 2x plus 5. Putting P of x equal to 0, we get 2x plus 5 equal to 0. So 2x equal to plus 5 come to this side, minus 5. So x equal to minus 5 by 2. This multiplication 2 come to this side, division. So hence x equal to minus 5 by 2 is a 0 of the polynomial P of x. Next, sixth sum, P of x equal to ax. Putting P of x equal to 0, we get ax equal to 0, x equal to 0 by a is equal to 0. Hence x equal to 0 is the 0 of the polynomial P of x. Next we are going to see the new concept, remainder theorem. See, this remainder theorem is one of the important concept in 9th standard as well as 10th standard also. Now I am going to explain the remainder theorem by using one example. See the example sum. Divide P of x by g of x, where P of x equal to x plus 3x squared minus 1 and g of x equal to 1 plus x. Here P of x and g of x is nothing but different polynomials, two different polynomials. So that is P of x equal to x plus 3x squared minus 1 and g of x equal to 1 plus x. Now I am going to explain step by step procedure. Just listen carefully. Step 1. We write the dividend x plus 3x squared minus 1 and the divisor 1 plus x in the standard form. That is After arranging the terms in the descending order of their degrees, so the dividend is 3x squared plus x minus 1 and divisor is x plus 1. Here very simple, take the dividend and the divisor, arrange it in descending order according to their degrees and write it. So the given p of x is x plus 3x squared minus 1. After arranging, the dividend is 3x squared plus x minus 1. That is x squared term first, x term and then constant term. Same the divisor also, given divisor is 1 plus x. After arranging it, x plus 1, that is x term and constant term. Next step 2. We divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. That is, we divide 3x squared by x and get 3x. This gives us the first term of the quotient. See here, 3x squared by x. So we can cancel 1x in the numerator. So 3x is the answer. The 3x is the first term of the quotient. Step 3. We multiply the divisor by the first term of the quotient and subtract this product from the dividend. That is, we multiply x plus 1 by 3x and subtract the product 3x squared plus 3x from the dividend 3x squared plus x minus 1. This gives us the remainder as minus 2x minus 1. Here, listen, 3x squared plus x minus 1 is the dividend. X plus 1 is the divisor. First 3x squared by x. So that is, divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. That is 3x squared by x. We get 3x. 3x is the quotient of first term. So with the divisor, we should multiply the first term of the quotient. So x plus 1 into 3x, that is x into 3x, 3x squared plus 1. So symbol is plus. 1 into 3x, 3x. So we should subtract this product from the dividend. That is, so how to subtract? Change the sign of the second polynomial and then add it. So change the sign, here plus is there, so change as minus, here also plus, change as minus. So 3x squared minus 3x squared get cancelled. Here plus x minus 3x plus x minus 3x, which is equal to minus 2x. Here minus 1 is there, keep it down, so minus 1. So the remainder is minus 2x minus 1. Next step 4. We treat the remainder minus 2x minus 1 as the new dividend. Now new dividend is minus 2x minus 1. The divisor remains the same. The divisor is always same number only. We repeat step 2 to get the next term of the quotient. That is, we divide the first term minus 2x of the new dividend by the first term x of the divisor and obtain minus 2. Thus, minus 2 is the second term in the quotient. See here, minus 2x is the first term of the new dividend and x is the first term of the divisor. Divide these two, you will get minus 2. Minus 2 is the second term of the quotient. So the new quotient is 3x minus 2. Step 5. We multiply the divisor by the second term of the quotient and subtract the product from the dividend. That is, we multiply x plus 1 by minus 2 and subtract the product minus 2x minus 2 from the dividend minus 2x minus 1. This gives us 1 as the remainder. See here, x plus 1 into minus 2. So x into minus 2, minus 2x, 1 into minus 2, minus 2. Subtract means change a sign and add it. So here minus is there, change the sign as plus. Here also minus, change as plus. So minus 2x plus 2x, cancel. Minus 1 plus 2, the answer is plus 1. This process continues till the degree of the new dividend is less than the degree of the divisor. At this stage, this new dividend becomes the remainder and the sum of the quotients gives us the whole quotient. Step 6. Thus, the quotient in full is 3x minus 2 and the remainder is 1. Let us look at what we have done in the process above as a whole. See here, again I'll explain. Listen carefully. 3x squared plus x minus 1 is the dividend. X plus 1 is the divisor. First, we should divide the first term of this divided by the first term of the divisor, that is 3x squared by x. We will get 3x is the first term of the quotient. With the 3x, we should multiply the divisor. So x into 3x, 3x squared, plus here plus, so plus 1 into 3x, 3x. So change the sign and add it. So minus, so this will get cancelled. So x minus 3x, we will get minus 2x. And here minus 1. So keep as such minus 1. Next, this is the first term of the new dividend, that is minus 2x. Minus 2x by x. This first term, x. So minus 2x by x. We will get minus 2. So write minus 2 in the quotient part. So with the minus 2, we should multiply x plus 1. So minus 2 into x, minus 2x. Minus 2 into 1, minus 2. So again change the sign and add. So here plus, here also plus. So here minus 2x plus 2x cancel. Minus 1 plus 2, the answer is 1. Here notice that 3x squared plus x minus 1 is equal to x plus 1 into 3x minus 2 plus 1. That is, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So this is remainder theorem. Remainder theorem says that dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. In general, if p of x and g of x are two polynomials such that degree of p of x is greater than or equal to degree of g of x and g of x not equal to 0, then we can find polynomials q of x and r of x such that p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x, where r of x equal to 0 or degree of r of x less than degree of g of x. Here we say that p of x divided by g of x gives q of x as quotient and r of x as remainder. P of x is the dividend, g of x is a divisor, q of x is a quotient, r of x is a remainder. Let us see one more example. Divide the polynomial 3x power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1 by x minus 1. First we want to check whether the given polynomials, that is dividend and divisor, is in descending order respective to their degree of the polynomial. See the first divisor is x minus 1, so there is no issue. X term and constant term is there, so keep as such. Take the dividend, that is 3x power 4 minus 4x cube minus 3x minus 1. Here you just notice that x square term is missing. Why? Because x power 4, 3, 2 is missing, x term, constant term. So x square term is missing. So when you take and write here 3x power 4 minus 4x cube add 0x squared. So if any term is missing, you just mention that term as 0 that term. So 0x squared. So plus 0x squared minus 3x minus 1. Now first we want to divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. So 3x power 4 by x. See the rough column, 3x power 4 by x. So cancel it. Here 3x cube, the answer. The answer is 3x cube. 3x cube is the quotient of first term of the quotient. So 3x cube. With the 3x cube, we should multiply the divisor, which is x minus 1. So x into 3x cube, 3x power 4, minus 1 into 3x cube, minus 3x cube. So change the sign and add. So here plus is there, changes minus. Here minus is there, changes plus. So 3x power 4 minus 3x power 4 get cancelled. Minus 4x cube plus 3x cube, that is minus 1x cube, that is minus x cube. So here 0x squared minus 3x minus 1. Keep as such. Next, this is the dividend of second step. This is the dividend of second step, or this is a new dividend. This is a new dividend. So now the same thing, divide the first term of the dividend by the first term of the divisor. See here minus x cube, here x. So minus x cube by x, which is equal to minus x squared. This is the second term of the quotient. See here minus x squared. With minus x squared, we should multiply the divisor, that is x minus 1. X into minus x squared minus x cube, minus 1 into minus x squared plus x squared. So change the sign, plus minus. So here minus x cube plus x cube get cancelled. 0x squared minus x squared, that is minus x squared. 0 minus 1 minus 1, that is minus 1x squared. Next here the remaining is minus 3x minus 1. Keep as such. Now this is a third new dividend. So again first term divided by the first term, that is minus x squared by x, which is equal to minus x. Minus x is the third term of the quotient. See here, minus x. With the minus x, we should multiply the divisor. That is x into minus x squared. Minus 1 into minus x plus x. So change the sign, plus minus. So minus x squared plus x squared get cancelled. Minus 3x minus x, that is minus 4x. Minus 4x. Here minus 1. Next, this is the new dividend now. Minus 4x by x. Here minus 4x by x, which is equal to minus 4. This is the fourth term of the quotient. So minus 4. With the minus 4, we should multiply the divisor. So x into minus 4, minus 4x. Minus 1 into minus 4, plus 4. Change the sign, and minus 4x plus 4x get cancelled. Minus 1 minus 4, which is equal to minus 5. So stop it here. Y here we have to stop. See, this is minus 5. Okay. See, this is x. What is the degree of minus 5? 0. What is the degree of x minus 1? 1. So 0 is less than 1. So we have to stop it here. Here the remainder is minus 5. Now the 0 of x minus 1. This is a checking part whether the remainder is correct or not. See, the 0 of x minus 1. 0 of x minus 1 means x minus 1 equal to 0. X equal to 1. So the 0 of x minus 1 is 1. So putting x equal to 1 in p of x. So p of x is a given polynomial, that is the dividend. So putting x equal to 1 in p of x, we see that p of 1 is equal to 3 into 1 power 4 minus 4 into 1 cube minus 3 into 1 minus 1. So 1 power 4 1, here 1 cube 1, 3 into minus 1 minus 3. So 3 minus 4 minus 3 minus 1, which is equal to minus 5. Minus 5, which is the remainder. So our answer is correct. You will get the worksheet regarding this concept. Complete the worksheet. Thank you, students.